Let me read your mind. Done some backtracking last time. I have my reasons. But the video was dropping, so there's quite a bit that have been missed. Oh, I don't have the key yet. Haha. Then what's that for, you motherfucker? I think we've seen this last time. Yeah, let me know if yous are here. Oh, I need to get past. So let me see. Ideally... I die, you motherfucker. Damn, son. Don't want to die. Oh, shit. Hardly blow did not work out there. Die, hateful motherfucker. That's what we said to him. Andrea's not here.
Help me, Grandpa. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, you
Don't be
can.
so weak, Alex. I have a stronger mind than this. I didn't bring up a weakling. Not a scared wretch of a girl.
You kept all this from me. You kept me alone. You shared
Kept me
nothing
alone,
with
no.
me.
I couldn't. I could never give you the burden. I just wanted you to grow up. To grow up and leave me alone. Why couldn't you have been killed with your parents?
I don't think he's really...
This can't be happening!
I don't think he was really saying that there. Bork, 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 whiff, whiff. I've prepared a lovely little ditty for you, by the way. By that I don't mean ditties, of course. But after I beat our pal here to death once again. Oh shit, that's right, he hurts. Damn, son. Yep. This is the whack and run. Well, it's not enough to kill him yet. He's entering a further state of undeath. Get the fuck back down there. Oh shite. Oh shit. Squinty bollocks over here. May God forgive you. I really wanted to go along here to get the two-edged sword. As you can imagine, that is quite useful. Don't want to enchant. I like to enchant. Ulioth. Dead. This casket ready for Brother Andrew's body? Perhaps Augustine is blessing it, or perhaps it has a more sinister purpose. It's almost as if the death was expected or arranged. Anyway, I am trying to catch up on what he's missed last time. I don't know if he's missed all this. The scroll of aged paper sits on the dusty altar top. It seems to have been discarded. That is the shield spell scroll, which I of course definitely do want. In fact, I'm probably going down that to my little list there. We'll give it a Mandarok one, and where we will pop that so we can enchant item. Don't really need to enchant items of green, and if we do, we'll just well, we'll just do that, shall we? In fact, enchanting, we should also be doing that way. Come on, think of it. Enchant item. No, we had a sign. Oh, you great big bollocks, you. So we can recover our health, our sanity, and then we can enchant items various different ways. And is there anything else there worthwhile? Let's see what we've got. We've got... No, bad. Bad menuing. Damage field. Nah. Nah, we'll just use those if we need to. Should it come to it. Seems like something's up here. Oh ho ho! One of these fuckers. See, the problem is if they get you, they can't bury you as you can imagine. Things bury inside the skull. What do we got here? A sheet of music lies upon the bookshelf. One wonders what it sounds like. Given the fact that somebody recently played ass music, apparently just was transcribed onto a butt of a Hieronymus Bosch painting. That's what it's got called, butt music. Let me see. What's this image? I've not seen that yet, Louise. Let's open this. Can anybody recommend a gym for a 14-year-old, please? Oh, very good. We're horrible people. We're horrible people. Oh, Christ almighty. That really tickled me. Okay, we found a diary page. Again, I'll probably read through that one for you. Let me see. A bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly onto a set of shelves, mostly books of a religious nature, awaiting scholars, such as Paul, to pursue their contents. Ain't that lovely? I think that's all there was up here. I don't think there was like another diary page or any other secrets. Ooh, something's coming over me. My baby's got a secret. So we can actually play the organ this time. By means of bellows and pump, the pipe organ is able to play deeply moving music. It has the power to inspire faith and to influence hearts beyond the control of the mind. Should Paul play the organ? Sure as fuck should. Hey, what's the big idea? So I definitely want this again, so that I can cast more powerful magic. Sac magique, of course. Paul ain't a runner, as you can probably tell. Get some bolts, crossbow bolts. The tabernacle is almost empty. There are none of the things that should be there, such as holy water and other ritualistic items. Only a circle of power lying on the lower shelf, which of course we are going to take. And in the meantime, let me sing you a lovely song. Yeah, okay, so basically You can ID more powerful ones, but you need to have the rune to make them more powerful is the problem. Because otherwise it ain't no good, bitch. See? I got nothing to power it up with, but I will get something very soon. I can't remember when it cut out before. Jesus, he gets knackered quickly, this guy. I suppose he has priests. Priests aren't really known for their running prowess. But inside here, I'm going to open this chest, which has the crossbow, which I will not be using mostly. Rack carries robes and cloaks for ceremonial use. As Paul draws the robes back, something tumbles from inside, which is the podium key, which of course we will also be using mostly. Woodcut shows an act of blasphemy. A host of demons prey upon humans like they were playthings, disemboweled by mocking demons, eaten or tortured by other carnal deviant acts. Which is of course what you expect back in a church. Paul's obviously distracted by the rain, which is another Madonna song. The second reference tonight. A simple podium and lectern provides a platform for the priest giving a sermon to his congregation, so a drawer recessed inside it. Obviously, that's what this shit's for. Can't remember what got last time. Oh, it was another diary page. So, that is more diary entries you can shake a stick at. So I am gonna pop a quick save because there's a big old bastard in this next room, and obviously we've had our fair share of big old bastards lately. And in the meantime, I'll sing you a lovely song, actually this time. Suck on my penis, suck on my schlong, give yourself the please until it's nice and long. Suck on my bollocks, give them a lick, focus your attention mainly on my dick. Suck my knob end, suck my knob end. You suck my bollocks and you suck upon my monster schlong. There you go. Isn't that lovely? I thought so anyway. Christ, I'm supposed to be an adult. Right, let's wreck the fucking shop with this prick. Yep, that means you too. Ah, fuck. It's fucking healing. Hey! Ah, fuck you! Christ, it's hard to get him. He's tough. It's the fucking follow-up electric attack that's so good. How are you still able to get me? Ah, there he goes. Well, that was... that was tough to get to. He absolutely battered my sanity, but more importantly, I should recover my health first. This is where it would be handier to have like the more powerful casting. So I could have got them full health straight away, but this pedestal has 3 small indentations adorning its top, arranged in a circular formation. Each socket appears to be waiting for something. MJ more than likely sung that to the kids. He was a wild hellion, or so I've heard. But obviously we place these 3 colour gems. And now my baby's got a secret. That was a very good Madonna song, that one. Yeah. Oh no! Little Bollock is coming for me. Ahaha! of sand back there, but not enough. See, we do want things to be sideways. I could write them down if you'd like, Andrew. If you're a fan of the works of Michael Jackson, I can transcribe his lyrics. They will be reprinted, of course, with kind permission. Fuck you. That means you. Jesus, these guys take a bit of a kicking. Ah, there goes one. That means you too. So it is quite Lovecraftian that basically, ultimately your sanity is always taking a bit of a kicking. Even though there's things you can do to recover your sanity in Call of Cthulhu, for instance, the paper RPG anyway, by and large your sanity will always be tumbling down though, regardless. And in this here, like, even though you get sanity back from smushing monsters into the dirt, it's still always going to take a bit of a kicking. Oh, there's pricks down here as well, wasn't there? Ah, there's one for instance. My baby's got a secret. Let's let them duke it out a bit. Could use kill each other. But I'm gonna take these crossbow bolts in the meantime. Fuck each other up. Fuck me, he's carved right through my helm. That's not good. And I haven't got the thing to power up my spells just yet. Oh, we're up. So now my sanity's fine, it's just me that's taking a complete kicking. An effigy of a monk reclining on sacrificial altar. A deep groove bisects his chest. The monk's face looks almost exactly like the custodian. The inscription reads, "Only when thy friend is sacrificed, when his cries fill the air, will the great doors be opened to thee." Obviously, that sounds real positive. Well, Father Finnegan here's had a bit of an awful time of it. Oh, so that guy was battering my magic. That's right, I forgot that he could do that. I don't even have the spell to heal myself. Good grief. So I'm going to have to run around in circles. Tell me, will this deja vu never end? Ow! Hi! I should also add to that there. Give you everything! Oh, I just fucking came down there for the love of fucking God. Like I said, one thing I would like for this game to have is like some sort of compass for orientation, because it can be hard to figure out what way you're supposed to be facing sometimes. You, no! That was the wrong... Ah, okay, he missed. Good stuff. Now, I can't play especially late tonight. Oh, I've just been like refighting some of these monsters. I didn't read any of the diary pages yet. Oh fuck, look at these guys. Get lost. He really goes to town. Crossbow bolts. What do we got here? Further proof of the heresy within this dark cathedral, the table bears arcane documents. Diagrams and sigils pertaining to demonic craft are scattered across the recently used table. But yeah, one of the reasons I'll need that. The shelf appears to be recessed into the wall. Not quite as flush as the others in the room, almost as if it could slide inward. Should Paul push the shelf? Of course he should. There's nothing else here really, just arcane documents and treatments of the demonic arts. Paul daren't touch them for fear of the taint of evil. Sturdier. So that's the thing, like, when you start the game, like if you have no previous saves, you get a choice between the 3 different icons with Pax Augustus at the start. And that means the monsters all have different kinds of, resistances, essentially, and they also do different kinds of damages, so... Take that, you motherfucker. We find a stone tablet in the wall, which gives us the magical codex, which means we can now power up. So, obviously, we do want to know how to enchant an item, cast it. Sorry. So it is... Oh, please, just scroll. Anterbach and Magarmore. Okay, let's cast that. Anterbach. Magarmore. Okay. What else? And I can't remember how to cast shield. What was it? It is Bankarok and Santak. Okay, let's do a bit of that. Bankarok and Santak. Where's Bankarok? I think they made that one up. At the very start, and I scrolled past it initially. So yeah, I gotta get these here rebound. So let's see. Shield. Assign at a higher level, and we'll do that there, so it goes there. Then we'll get some recovery on the go, which is going to be that there, red. And enchant item, find enchantment. Louise's favorite character. From Dragon Age, of course. Aye, that's how to do it. And hire me for help. Check. So a Torndari page is placed in the shrine. Pick that up. Let's get reading some diary entries. I'm sure this is what you've been waiting for, so we'll start from the start. The Diary of Brother Andrew, page 1. I finally arrived at Amiens, and my pilgrimage to see the Hand of Jude draws to a close. I cannot wait to lay my eyes upon the sacred relic. My journey here has been arduous, and it shall be good to relax for a while in this peaceful village. Amiens is full of good people, strong in their faith and their role in our world. If the blight of witchcraft is present in this world, then I doubt it is in Amiens. I like the way I change the pronunciation of it each time. The Diary of Brother Andrew, page 2. I suppose it is understandable that they will not show me the Hand of Jude on such little notice, but I must confess that the preparations they make are most unusual. No acts of consecration, no daily prayer or worship are demonstrated by this strange order. One wonders if they are holy at all, let alone being under the auspices of the Grand Inquisition. Perhaps it is my naivety of our faith. There are many practices associated with it, and they differ greatly from region to region. Perhaps Amiens is merely more eccentric than others. Diary page number 3. The Diary of Brother Andrew, page 3. With a shudder to my heart into ice, I came to the brutal realization that the entire order were heretics and that I was in incredible jeopardy. Who knows how long they kept the dark secret, masquerading as custodians of the Hand of Jude, when in fact they guarded a damnable relic, the essence of the unholy Uliath, and used it to lure potential victims to hideous sacrifice. I felt sick, and despite my faith, I felt intense fear and hopelessness. I know that I must escape this place before they suspect my knowledge. I must warn the world and notify the real Inquisition of their presence. Knowing death is just around the corner and fearing every moment, I commit these words to paper. Augustine will find this book. I will remove certain pages and hide them, so that all who follow might discover the truth before it is too late. Well, that's all you're getting. That's all she wrote. That's a ball she screwed. I can't remember what that one was. This is the Forgeries of Reliquaries, dating back to the late 13th century, exquisitely illuminated and bound with hard leather. It reads, doubtless, many obscure orders requiring more income than can be gathered from the tithe resorted to forging ancient relics to bring people from outside to their region to their diocese, and thus became more lucrative. While it could be said that a false hope is hope, relics such as Cuthbert's jawbone, the Hand of Jude, and the infamous thigh-bone flute of Connacht, while being forgeries, deceive the righteous unjustly. Their existence as true relics is the utmost heresy. There you go. That's all you're getting for my shit voice acting. Oh, I don't pay a TV license, Louise, mainly because I don't have any live broadcasting equipment attached. They can't force me. And I really find BBC quite objectionable these days. Just a toy mouthpiece. It's a shame because they do obviously get some really good programs. Like, I've missed the entire last season of Alan Partridge over the head of them. Should probably have torrented it by now. If you don't torrent it by now. But you can't deny them entry to your house, Louise. They have literally no legal authority to enter your house. But that'll probably just make you look more guilty. Still, they're fuckers. And fuck paying the TV license is what I say. You don't have any. You just literally got broadband as well, don't you, Louise? You're like me in that regard, aren't you? Bam! I don't know how long these things actually stick around for. Hopefully for long enough anyway, otherwise I'm in big trouble. What? one of us is in big trouble. Well, it didn't actually. Huh. Would have thought running to the other end of the room would have knackered him just from the way he's got on before. But anyway, I think this is definitely where it cut off before, so let's see.
Brother
Cutscene
Andrew
time.
suspected Augustine all along. I managed to find remnants of his journal, and it all points to Augustine's involvement with a paganistic cult operating inside the cathedral.
Aye, the cathedral's dark secret has been uncovered. I too suspected this, but was too afraid to act. Augustine himself is a heretic.
He has covered his tracks well, claiming that the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude, was stored here. He had those who came to see it murdered. The Hand of Jude never existed.
And with that realization, the trap closes, brother. My days here are numbered. I awoke to find this cruel dagger placed upon my pillow this morn. It can only mean one thing. I know too much, and they are moving to silence me. I can only hope that what little faith I have left is enough to save my soul. Please, take this thing away from me. Its very sight troubles me to no end. May your faith protect thee, Brother Luther, for that's all you have.
Well, he doesn't seem thrilled about that, does he? You can probably guess that there thing that was coming up behind him. You know, good, because he's completely disappeared. Although that could just be, you know, video games being video games at the same time. Now, unfortunately. Oh! Didn't realize he was there. Fuck these guys. Now, as you can see, Pius is now sending everything after us. This is how Pius Augustus rules, I'm afraid. We'll do nothing to make sure we die. Keep his hideous secrets. Now, one thing that I have noticed there that's quite handy is that these here actually prevent you getting the sanity loss. So that's probably why some of those big horrors both like drain my shield so quickly. Because basically these enemies are, when they spot you, the first shield hit's going to take the sanity loss, so that's going to be one for each enemy. And then after that there, he was probably getting physical attacks plus the beam attack in as well. So he just chewed through my shield, but I suppose it saved me from, oh, there's a trapper. You're supposed to creep past them. I did not. There's another. Actually, just trigger yourself if you can. I didn't want to. Go on, you fucker. There he goes. Part of your sanity. As you can imagine, this is all backtracking because we've now got the dagger. Ah, so that was... So it's Paul, yeah? Oh, hello. Oh, there's two of them, huh? You know what, we really don't need to fight these lepers. Bone thieves. These are the best. stand by that set. Well, that's what we say to that. But yeah, we got a dagger, and as you can imagine, that's gotta go in here. Hey, it sounded like him actually screaming. Now, if you know anything about horror, you can probably guess that can't be good. But I'm gonna drop a quick save because I can't remember if we fight something immediately upon doing that. Let's just play it safe, shall we? Oh. Paul's progress forward is blocked by Carusa's spell. Obviously, someone wants to keep intruders at bay, and this lethal magic is just the way to do it. Well, I think we need to dispel some magic then. So let's do dispel. But we need to cast it at level 5. Shite. So let's see. Nethlek and Redgermore. Let's do that. And then we'll cast that. Quote the legendary band kitty. Yeah, that's just a wee test to see that you know how to use your spells and that you've gone and got the rune and stuff like that. You know how these games go, but looky here. Hey! That's our buddy, the Custodian. Lying in a pool of his own blood, the Custodian, Paul's only ally in the fight against darkness. His soul no doubt lingers, fused to the altar on which his life has been taken, watching over his own rapidly cooling corpse. Feeling all hope escape him, Paul's situation is suddenly 1,000 times more desperate than before. Now he's alone, alone in the darkness.
You are a clever man, Brother Luther. Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as yourself think of when he finds a viper's nest of heresy? When he finds the very source of corruption?
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And that you stand for evil.
Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me, Luther. You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable. After
joy.
you've broken your frail body and mind in the name of our true Lord, Chattur'gha. Come, my children, feast on this morsel, and let us return to our preparations.
Alright, things have been better. Things have definitely been better for old Paulie here. And they've already bannered by Saturday. Yeah, fuck you. That means you too. Yeah. Well, we're alone against the darkness. Now, I can't remember what we're actually we haven't really got any items. Let's see. Dangling from worn iron chains, burning censers fill the room with a fetid incense. Acrid smoke rises from what can only be burning flesh. Oh, that's fucking lovely right there. Anyway, I'm not actually sure where I'm supposed to go from here, because obviously I've got there, had the revelation that Pius Augustus is very clearly evil. Uh-huh. I forgot about that door. Oops. Well, let's get ourselves through that door and see what happens, shall we? You know, this might be the time to pop a save again. It's just paranoia, really. But yeah, I can't play super late tonight, guys, because I do have to go over and get milk. I forgot to get it earlier. Basically, Simon called me, which I wasn't really expecting. Well, he let me know that he was going to need to, sorry. But I wasn't expecting it in my plans today. It wasn't really till about 6 o'clock that he said. Just to get the song structure for a Grieving in Green song, so it wasn't my own music I was thinking of today. But here we go. This door is decorated more than most within the catacombs. Sensing an immense evil behind this door, Paul wonders if the ceremony the monk had mentioned earlier is taking place behind it. Should Paul enter and put an end to the heresy? Sure as hell should. And it's cutscene time.
The one that seeks to do combat with me.
Your task, my liege and greater guardian, is to guard this place. Do not worry about this worm. His kind yelps in terror at the sight of your mightiness. We will dispose of him ourselves.
Fucking wrecked.
If I am to guard this place, then I will do it as I see fit. Be gone, leave me, and I will guard the artifact as you have instructed.
Things did not work out well for Father Paul. It's a real tough milk round he got. Or paper round. We found a note from Edward, however. While Alex's sand's not doing so well. Let's look at the note from Edward, shall we? The note reads, "My dearest Alex, I'm glad that you have followed my paper trail thus far. I knew I could depend upon you. This will be the hardest part of your journey. Look for the 88 keys to continue your journey into the past. Your loving grandfather, Edward." 88 keys? Well, keyboards don't have that. But you know what might? A piano, huh? boo wiggle.
Yurukon particle, sand and silt particle.
Much more sane now. Less likely to see fluty books. Please note, less likely. I think the piano was in this room over here, if I recall. Yeah, that's a piano. Seeing the piano stirred distant recollections of Paul Luther's story in Alex's mind. The echoes of these notes within the cathedral echo also within her own consciousness. Her hands are drawn to the keys, almost of their own accord. Should Alex play the piano? He sure should. And thankfully, it remembers for us what he had played. And floating inside a piano is a chapter page. Should Alex retrieve the chapter page? Of course she should. And Alex has found a chapter page entitled The Forbidden City. Now, well, I'll let the cutscene happen first.
Who are you?
I am your lord and conqueror.
What manner of forsaken being are you?
So, you can see me in my true form. You are a gifted man. Take this one and use him as the foundation for the pillar. He is special and should be given a special place among the suffering.
I do love Pius. He hams it up. Hams it up quite nicely, but this is where the game's weaknesses come through here. We are about to go back to an area we've already been to. Well, it was a very short introduction with Pius Augustus, but we've already been there with Karim. We are about to go here with a new character, and we will have to return there once again. That is my least liked area of all the areas we revisit. We will be going back to the church again. I have less of a problem with that. The church is laid out quite well. This area, I just don't really like it. But anyway, we will read it. It's the Forbidden City. Here we go.
Much has been written about the exploits of conquerors. In the context of history, one man's champion is another man's nemesis, hero or murderer. Much has been written, but what has not is far more interesting. The Tome of Eternal Darkness mentions a Venetian artist and architect of the Renaissance named Roberto Bianchi. Roaming abroad to find inspiration, he was captured by a warlord expanding his empire. He forced Roberto to use his architectural and engineering skills to construct a monument to his greatness. To complete his task, he must survey the site.
Survey the site quickly, dog, and maybe you'll live long enough to see the sacrament's construction. Did you think we would trust you, Bianchi? Even though you are graced with the generosity of our liege, you are still his prisoner. As I said, finish your work quickly, and maybe we'll drag you out of this hole.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was complaining about basically Roberto here. I was trying to read this description, so I hope you read along instead. But yeah, we have to do some surveying, and the unfortunate thing with Roberto is he has fuck all means of self-defense. So we'll pull this lever. Here we go. Roberto's kind of painful to play as because, you know, he is not a fighter whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. So that leads to problems, as you can imagine. He doesn't get much in the way of weapons, he can't really run. We'll do our best. So will Roberto. Ahaha! Well, would you have me not read the guff? I think it's a necessity for me to do some handy readings. In fact, I won't play the game if I'm not allowed to do that. Fuck these guys up. Now, Roberto doesn't have the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Just got ourselves a crossbow, however. Definitely looks like somewhere we should be surveying now, doesn't it? Should Roberto try to survey this area? Yes. The dust and rock falls from the roof through a fault in the stone. It's difficult for Roberto to assess how sturdy the place is, but it needs a lot of reinforcement if it is to be built upon, which magically appears like so. But yeah, Roberto doesn't get... I can't remember if he just outright doesn't get the... Ah, there we go, I was about to say. He just doesn't get the Tome of Eternal Darkness, but he should always get it. Pass, I guess there's no description there. Obviously, none for her either. Or just Kareem having a readable inscription. However, Paul Luther, as we can see, he's been added. And I've read the description of the Eternal Darkness. Now we can cast magic. Let's do that, shall we? Worker surprised to see Roberto. He confesses to Cardis that he stayed behind while others ventured further into the complex. When the screams of the others echoed from the walls, he dared not move. Well, that's all sound positive already. Hey, it's these wee bollocks. I'm just gonna creep past them. As long as you don't walk on them, you should be fine. Paul Luther, and I never was a Paul Luther. The collapsed roof and scaffolding prevents Roberto from proceeding further down this corridor. However, he can't climb up a ladder. However, it is all red, dread, terrible things. Oh shit, he's gonna stop me? And I've been brought to the funky zone. It's not actually called the funky zone, and yet it also somehow is. No spells can be cast whilst in the Trapper dimension. Well, fuck. There we go. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Why does that song come up so much? I really don't understand. glitched in the wall. Oh, he's got me. Prick. Hey, you're not double sanity dipping me there. Prick. I can't really open that there link while I'm playing, Andrew. You can send me it in the chat though. Ah, for fuck's sake, prick. You know what? I guess this is one enemy that could justify the crossbow. Because if he opens his cloak up, come on. Try to attack me. Ah, fuck's sake, I've been hit by that again. Bollocks and shit. Now I've got to fight these wankers again. Get it? Oh, he hit me. He trapped. She's not targeting the other lip. I was gonna say that doesn't really matter now. It's dead. That's the main thing. God, I hate trying. I do try to avoid it, but these guys are kind of fidgety to fight, especially when you don't have a gun. I don't give a fuck about the Eternal Darkness, even if that's what the game's about. Just, for the love of fuck, you absolute fuck nugget, just equip it. Ugh. Reload. Reload. Right. Let's see it. What? Didn't you reload? You were doing the reloading animation, you dick sack. Ah, not done nothing. And I'm out of those already. Oh wait, no. Just it's that. So it's okay. How did you miss? How did you miss? Roberto, you suck bollocks. He certainly tunes through fucking sanity. And he missed again. Are you fucking kidding my actual bollocks completely off? Och, for fuck's sake. Could do without this, no man, I'll tell you that much. Magic is hard. Roberto. Come on. Oh, he got me again! You absolute dick muffin. What a fucking trapper. He got me again? Are you kidding me? Aha! Where's your Messiah now? Finally! Just after all our sanity's been taken. But an abandoned library of sorts, a small collection of rotted, useless books lies amidst the smashed pottery and debris. Ah, I was actually hoping that was an item there, but apparently not. However, this appears to be one. Tattered scroll of paper sits atop the dais, collecting dust. Which we are going to take, and we got Summon Zombie. Chetur, Paragon, Tyr, Arata, Paragon. I don't really remember using this one much. You anyways, I also need to pee. I'm dying to go for one. Crossbow bolts. Not to put the fine upon on it. Suck on my dick, suck my bollocks. Suck my fucking dick, suck my scrotum. Fighting this guy, this big bollocks here, is going to be literally no fun. Hey. He's already chewed through my fucking shield. Thankfully, I just killed him. I think the game must have been feeling sorry for me. The derpy laughs, Louise, what do you mean? Another worker's corpse, this time slashed from behind as he ran from his attacker, hoping to escape. Well, that didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Well, that was weird. Ravaged corpses litter the room. Their flesh has been devoured in places. Decomposition has already set in. Well, ain't that lovely? As the plane crashed down, you thought, well, isn't this nice? A suck up like a bollocks. Don't you think? Yeah, we got zombies. Again, that's all my sanity being used up by these pricks. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Get some sand back from these pricks. Ah, the socks. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them, Louise. Some more crossbow bolts. Is there something in here? We can climb down. Let's not do that just yet. You know what? I'm gonna pop a quick save. I keep paranoidally saving, but you know, paranoidly. There's no such thing as that. Behind the door, the poison door. Oh, I don't have enough energy. This looks like a room I can survey. Let's survey this area. Although crumbling in places, the structure of this area can be braced to provide enough foundation for the monument. There it goes. Good old pump. Hey! What's the big idea? Get fucked. Oh shit, they're all coming for me now. You know, there doesn't seem to be any other reason to be here, so let's not waste our shield fighting scrutums. As you can probably guess, this door's locked. But as you can probably guess there, if we were to fight them, they would explode open and turn into those nasty sorts of things. Now, as you can probably guess, what we were supposed to do here is summon a zombie. Summon zombie. We gotta cast a red zombie. This is kind of goofy. We summon a Chaturga zombie of our very own. So, we can press A to attack enemies and can target them. Attack an enemy's head, perform a null attack. Then we can hit X to release. I think that's supposed to be X, it's hard to see. And we can also walk faster. Zombies can open doors but cannot pick up items. Well, that's all we wanted to do with him. Yeah, that ain't good. And I don't think I've got enough to enchant my sword yet. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay here and let my magic recover while I quickly go pee. Swear to God, I'm pissing all day these days. Might adjust the microphone slightly. Is that a wee bit better? Despite all the rumbling. Yeah, that should be fine. Sorry, the mic was kind of hanging in my face there, so it wasn't really ideal for me. Anyway, we should have plenty of magic now. Oh, we don't. I forgot you actually have to run about. So the idea of going for a little tinkle has not worked to my advantage after all. Let's run around. Tell me, will this deja vu never end? Ow. Definitely want our sword enchanted if we're going to be fighting one of those weird bat-faced fuckers. Bat-faced fuckers? Bat-winged fuckers should that be. So, guess I'll... Had to make sure that trapper didn't get me. Suck my dick and suck my balls. Oh, he's actually still managed to get me there. Oh, is this area draining my fucking sanity? Are you kidding me? And then he's just not even letting me attack him. Come on, for fuck's sake. Fucking got a spell. These guys might be the worst just because they can just keep themselves like turtling like that, which is just really irritating more than anything. See? Oh, come on! There's not really much you can do in that situation. Oh, fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, fuck this. I should have saved. I really should have saved. I am getting fucking wrecked there. And his sanity's completely battered in that area as well, to make things worse. Plus my health's taking a kick. I also need to recover my sanity as much as possible before I go back down there. The only thing I will say is at least his magic seems to recover fairly quickly from running in circles. We're gonna need it full, we're gonna need our health full. Yeah, things ain't going so well. Let's recover. Bit of health. Need the full health recovery, but we also need a bit of our sanity recovered, and then we'll also need to be able to enchant our weapon, and then we'll also need to be able... Ah, that's a moment of cardiac arrest again. Also need to cast a shield spell, I reckon. There we go. Maxan. Ah, fuck you, Paul. There he is, having a cardiac arrest again. That's no good. And finally then I need to enchant my weapon, and then I'm going to save my game, because if that fucks up again I don't want it to go through that all over. Especially if I have to fight one of those bloody horrors. Maybe I'd be better just running past them, you know. Because I don't think the area is locked off, at least I hope not. Probably better just doing a runner if I can. Okay. Roberto is now ready to rock, but before that I'm going to do a quick save, like I said, just so I don't have to go through that tedium again. What I'd give for, like, you know, health recovery items, or sanity recovering items. Let's just run. Oh, bollocks. You know, that was probably the best thing that could have happened in a way. Oh, come on, where's the purple? There you go, son. Oh no! That was the thing that was going to get me over to the magic recovery, but no. I was eating half my shield already. I don't even know if there's much effect on taking those fuckers out. Run! Run from the assholes! This room would definitely be familiar to us.
Venture no further, or be struck down where you stand.
Who? What?
I am the guardian of this temple, the Forbidden City. None shall enter except the chosen. Speak. You are the chosen. For many years I have tested those who came here, and all have failed. You are unaffected by the power I wield, and thus must surely be the chosen.
I?
Once I was as you were, confused and without answers. Yet they came in time. Now my duty is complete. I can finally rest. My sacrifice was not in vain.
Well, Roberto can feel the acidic touch of the artifact's magic reaching toward him. Using a shred of cloth from his robes to shield his hands, he retrieves the hovering artifact. And Roberto has now acquired the essence of Zelatath. So yeah, he's also found a ruby effigy. Should Roberto try to survey this area? Aye. This room appears to be an incredibly ancient shrine to the ancients, as noted in the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Could this be what Roberto's captor seeks to preserve with this monument? Anyway, who cares about that? Let's just preserve. Get the hell out of here. Well, since I'm running through that cheeky corridor of monsters, I'll play it safe again. I'll quick save Kevin over here. Construct of human bones lashed together to form a small shrine. The shade of skin tops the tops the edifice, making the light cast an eerie shadow on the walls that glow with the warmth of their own. Ain't that fucked? Ain't that completely fucked? And rather irritatingly, for some reason he instantly turned around there even though I was holding the same direction. With my sanity taking a kick in here. Let's just run like a fucker because we do not want to look at all that shit. Fuck that. Ain't no one got time for that. Shield on the go. And we didn't go down this ladder, did we? I think that's the last place we probably have to go. Oh, trappers. Go on, through your Discord. Oh, fuck. I was actually trying to taunt them that time, but it didn't work. Anyway, I could really do getting some magic here. Yeah. No! There we go. Those guys really take a kick. Yeah, but basically, because we're against Chattur'gha, who is the red demon, that means that all the minions take more physical damage. And they also dish out more physical damage. Whereas if you're against Zelatath, the green guy, then the enemies mainly attack with sanity. And Ulyaoth, which is the blue one, they kind of do more magical based attacks to you. The good thing about Ulyaoth and Zelatath is that they're not anywhere near physically strong, and that's, you know, quite advantageous, really. Whereas I find, you know, the fact that they can dish out more physical damage and take more physical damage than Chattur'gha zombies worse. That's just my humble opinion, though. Stones and rubble from the cleft ceiling prevent any passage in that direction. Well, shit. plus. Oh, that can't be enchanted. This is getting ready for a fight. There's a key. No mention of secret. You know what? I am gonna let those things. Let's try and kill them just to be sure. Hey, no! I'm just trying to execute that prick. Oh, never mind. So, you can see a symbol there. There's a key placed on the pedestal, glints in the room's soft light. I can't remember. Is it reveal invisible I have to hit here? I think it's reveal invisible. It's got that symbol on it, so... Let's try that anyway. We're gonna cast that there. No, we can't. Sorry, that's an Ankarok and Redgermore. We'll get some Antarocket. Okay. Let's give that a go. Huh. That wasn't it. Oopsie. Sorry, so a mood of molten rock and fire prevents access to the room's center, in which a curious shrine stands. Confused by the layout, Robert ponders the purpose and reason and finds none. Definitely have to cast a spell. Sadly, we can't just throw Zelatos. So what would be the best one? Summon zombie, shield, damage field, dispel magic. Oh, reveal invisible I was going for, was I? Probably that would have been better, huh? There's a foul magic in the air. No, there's not. Hang on a minute. Surely reveal invisible then. Genuinely can't remember what I would do here. I thought it was reveal invisible or dispel magic. Apparently not. And we've missed nothing. I've just completely forgotten what I was supposed to do here. Obviously I'm supposed to cast a spell, but I don't recall what spell. Summon zombie doesn't really make sense. Enchanting items won't do much. Summoning a trapper won't do fuck all either. Let me double check what I have to do. I thought it was reveal invisible, and it was reveal invisible, but this time it actually is sensitive to use the correct alignment. You can't just use mantra, which normally works, so it's kind of irritating. But finally, got ourselves a key. Key's pierced in pedestal. It glints the room's of light. Got the forgotten corridor key. Hooray! Is that enthusiastic enough? Yes. Anyway. Can't recall where the forgotten corridor was, you know. Oh, wait, there's a statue here. Sapphire effigy stands inside the alcove set into the wall. Better take that with us. Oh, was it one of these that had a locked door? The door's locked. There we go. I don't know. The door won't open. My sense of fight, you see. So yeah, so technically you can summon your own zombies to fight for you, but I don't think they're very useful, to be fair. As you can kind of tell, the shit ain't good. Bodies of dead slaves litter the corridor, most likely victims of wandering denizens of the temple. Desperate to bid the escape ended in a mire of blood and pain. Lovely. Yeah, this is doing constant physical damage to us, so you're better than running through it. That's what the shield's for. Man babbles incoherently about worms devouring his countrymen, and that Roberto will be next. Well, that definitely sounds sane. Huh. A hideous bas-relief adorns the monolith, humans thrown into a nest of huge worms. The people have been sacrificed, ingested by the worms to fuel some unknown, unfathomable process. Well, ain't that all possible? This is a real picnic right here. Can you hear me talk, by the way? I'm not sure if I've turned my mic back on again. Is that a rope holds the bridge aloft, waiting to be lowered into position. Well, that's what sword's for. Oh, that ain't good. Penis worms. Certainly don't want to be dealing with penis worms. A lever is mounted on a nearby column. Should Roberto pull the lever? Aye, that's why we brought that bridge down, presumably. But he feels like a... Well, let's survey this area. The dilapidated roof appears to be collapsing in several areas and will need a lot of reinforcement. The workers will have a daunting task ahead of them. Especially with penis worms nearby. Roberto has completed his survey of the complex. Now he can return to the surface and report his findings to his captor. Let's do just that. Ah, sure, why not? You know what? Oh, our sword is enchanted. Never mind. I was going to say let's enchant our sword for safety, but instead we got to run across this fucking shithole corridor once again. That is, of course, the music of running. Yeah, but even the very first time I played this game, I found Roberto's chapter here to be a bit of a non-chapter. It's okay, but by and large, it's just a little less inspiring than the rest. At least in my opinion. This item is now enchanted. And now, we backtrack. So, we came up from here, if I recall. And what we're going to be doing is running from any big bollockses that we come across, because they're all bad. It's Trapper Central right here. And the problem with this camera angle is, of course, that we could accidentally step upon them with great ease. And then they'll always take you into Trapper Dimension. I like that open palm technique Roberto goes for here. Hey, you're alright, man. No, can't be reassured at this stage. Right, squeeze in. You live in Trapper Town instead. So, backtracking is the name of the game. Hey. The kind of thing that actually works right. Hey, where was the way back up again? Did I run past it? Ah, it's quite hard to see there. Anyway, we're back, and it's cutscene time.
And what news do you bring me, Architect?
The foundations are infested. Demons and devils. Many lives will be lost if you try to build there.
You have done well to complete your goal, Bianchi. The construction will continue as planned.
But the demons! You'd be insane to build there.
Silence, dog! What dwells beneath the Forbidden City is the very reason it was built. For you to understand, you must witness it firsthand. Let me educate you. Guards! Put this one with the others of the sacrifice.
Always positive news.
I am the Scourge of God, appointed to chastise you, since no one knows the remedy for your iniquity except me. You are wicked, but I am more wicked than you, so be silent. Now you, Architect, you are about to make your largest contribution to this project.
And Roberto ended up also falling to the plans of the ancients, and in a rather courty fashion, eventually become a part of this Tower of Evil. But wasn't he guarding Iliath's artifact? Well, perhaps we'll find out about that some other time. As the day grows darker, she's definitely noticing something there. It's drawing her attention. Hey, didn't this used to be up, Philly? Should Alex try to survey the area? Yeah. An unseen force guides Alex's hand towards the painting, compelling her to look behind it. She reaches out and pulls back the painting and discovers a chapter page hidden behind it. Should Alex retrieve the chapter page? Aye, sure, why not? A sense of familiarity overcomes her, and as the chapter page comes to her fingers, so does the realization that Roberto's spirit is aiding her. And Alex has found a chapter page entitled "A War to End All Wars" hidden behind the painting. So,
the Black Guardian grows restless, my liege. Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice in the matter. It must remain and guard the artifact until the time of planetary alignment. After that, the Guardian may return to its lair. Our master does not like failure. It is imperative to keep the binding intact.
Then we have to find more flesh and bone.
goddamn priests, always up to no good. Anyway guys, it is midnight and I have to go get milk. And we're about to start a new chapter. The next chapter I do like, even though it's returning to the church. So you know what, let's see the little introduction to it as a taste for what comes next.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind looked at war and the value of human life. Over 19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the Somme. Some say uselessly, some invoke a higher cause. I read accounts of the slaughter from many journalists who spent time in the trenches, but I found the account of a certain Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all. His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war was hideous and so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the Somme scant miles away and the distant echoes of pounding artillery, a young journalist named Peter Jacob researched his latest story from the front lines. His grim task brought him to Oubliette Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all the senseless violence that surrounds me. Young men die at a rate unheard of in centuries of warfare. Shelling, machine guns, and mustard gas rip, pierce, and burn their flesh. Men soak gauze in their own urine to stop the insidious gas. The hospitals here cannot cope with the torrent of wounded.
So here we are. War to end all wars. This is of course the First World War. A soldier's letter lies on the table, waiting to be sent home. And we're just gonna nick that because we're bastards. Covered with white blood-stained sheets, these poor souls have passed from this world. For them, the suffering is over, but for those around them, the ordeal continues. Well, we've got some flash powder, which is going to be useful for our flash pan, and we've got a lucky penny. Let's check that. An old coin, marked in a peculiar manner. It is held sentimental value for someone. Whoever holds the penny will undoubtedly receive good fortune. And Soldier's Letter number 1. First letter from Private Reginald Jackson to his love Margaret. I was admitted to this hospital on Tuesday. The damage caused to my legs was slight, but there's no way that I could ever walk normally again. I hate this place. Every day I'm reminded of I will never be able to do the things I love. The hospital is a very strange place, converted from an old cathedral. There is an odd atmosphere around it, silent, but for the words of wounded calling out in the night, there is no doubt it is haunted. What I find most odd in this place is that you never see anyone leave during the day. It's not right. No goodbyes or farewells. Just an empty bed when you wake. So, Peter ain't great in sanity front, but he's good with magic. Not the best for health. Anyway. Like I said, this is good where I'm going to call it a night, I'm afraid. And I'll not be able to play too late tomorrow either, because I actually had to go back to the office on Friday, which I'm not thrilled about. But, you know, it's just for a day at least. Hey. Guard's just about, obviously bored with his duty and awaiting a replacement or perhaps a call to arms. With the war being so close, a curfew has been imposed. Travelling outside the hospital is not a safe thing to do, since intruders will likely be shot on sight. Peter decides to remain inside. Stacked deeply on the landing, crates of medical supplies await use. Syringes of morphine, bandages, tourniquets, antiseptics, the list goes on and on. No worries, Louise, like I said, I did need to call an earlier night anyway, because, well, stuff I need to do. To go get milk. Because there's a few things that ended up holding me back earlier. I kind of forgot to go over in time. Hey, what do we got here? A soldier's letter since it's medical supplies. Like I said, I won't be able to play especially late tomorrow because I have to go in the office on Friday. But let's read letter number 2. Sorry. Second letter from Private Reginald Jackson to his love Margaret. I've been here over a week now, and there is no word when I will be allowed to leave. Strange things have happened. At night, the sounds of the hospital change. Echoes of voices that don't belong to anyone haunt the walls and corridors. The restless ghosts, perhaps, or the sounds of movement or whispers. I have seen war firsthand, and the sounds at night in this hospital scare me more than I ever thought possible. What is going on here at night? Why do I feel so threatened? My fears are worsened by the talk of the other young soldiers. One said he heard cries for help in the middle of the night, cries that were only answered by snarls of rage, and not compassion. Another said Lance Corporal Haskell had not been discharged, but had gone missing. I stare at his empty bed with a sense of unholy dread gnawing at my heart. That's all your class voice acting you're getting? Up in the bell tower. But no, it seems like I ran up here for no reason. There was only that diary entry to come and get. Oops. Yeah, definitely nothing to interact with. Can't even examine the stained glass, I suppose. This journalist is not interested in stained glass windows, huh? It's not a great scoop. see a body getting dragged here, didn't we? Faint signs of moaning emanates behind the linen veilless, whispered utterances, frantic prayers to loved ones, words offered only by those who face their mortality. There's some magic ass symbol over there, which I know nothing of magic. Guard frowns and ushers Peter away from the organ. He explains that it's one of the few antiques within the religion that has so far survived the war, and that while he's alive it will remain intact. He's probably going for Pius Augustus. The altar is cleared of all valuables, not only to prevent looting, but also to afford space for medical supplies, and even as an operating table should the need arise. Well, that's grim. Hey, we got a letter over here. Peter finds a sealed envelope that seems to have been left behind. Peter has found the sealed envelope. Let's have a gander at that, sure. Sealed envelope, it looks rather official. Should Peter open the envelope? Aye, why not? Peter's required some soldier's orders. Let's check those out. An official note on Army Regulation Stationery. The note reads, Private Thompson, by orders of Lieutenant Hargraves on behalf of His Royal Highness George V, you are to leave your post of duty and rally on the street outside Oubliette Cathedral. Further orders will be presented at the rallying point. God save the King! No! 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 Hey, do you want some orders, sir? Guard inspects the orders and hands them back to Peter, saying that these orders are intended for someone else. Well, how about you? Guard quietly but strongly points out that this area is off limits to civilians. Hey, these your orders? Nope, intended for someone else. Yes. You big island bollocks. It was that tabernacle. Cathedral's tabernacle, is fashioned from aged, varnished mahogany. Its doors are closed and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it manually. So I guess we're going to jam in the organ once again, huh? Yeah, I don't know why I find it more tolerable to revisit the cathedral. I just do. It's just a bit more tasteful for me. Okay, let's talk to him. Abruptly pretend I can speak. I've got a bit of an ulcer on the tip of my tongue, so speaking certain words hard to say. But abruptly, the guard asks Peter if... The guard asks, pretend I can speak, if Peter has clearance for the altar, as it is a restricted area. Well, maybe, no, those orders ain't for him either. But I'm not a fucking messenger. Well, Peter here seems to not exactly have much stamina on him. See? Gets winded very easily. Maybe that's why he's a journalist, not fighting in the army. Bad luck capacity. Not gonna make him much of a hero though, is it? Perhaps it's for this soldier. Hey! The guard unfolds orders and begins to read them before exclaiming, Bloody hell, lad! We must be on the offensive! Following the orders, he takes leave of his post. Oh, blimey, governor! Go fight for the king! Well, this is fucked. La victoire est à nous. Allez-nous presser la menace. I can't pronounce French. Designed to muster patriotic feelings, these posters declare the Allies are fighting a good fight. A small comfort for the occupants of the room, whose spent corpses lie on the cold cathedral floor. Yeah, that's a bit grim. But a revolver lies abandoned on a nearby pew. Should Peter pick up the revolver? Absolutely. Otherwise, be dying lickety spit. That ain't good, huh? Stacked like logs, Peter stands before the price of human war. The bloody corpses of young men who have made the ultimate sacrifice to defend their own countries and those of others. Well, got ourselves a 6-shooter. What the fuck's going on here? Oh my god! Welcome. The latest addition to our family is Roberto Bianchi. Still make out Paul Luther, surely. No, it's not letting us. Let's get ourselves some eternal darkness. And apparently that's all we had to defend ourselves with. Oh, fuck. Well, she's been bone thieved. And this ain't good for our fucking sanity. And as you can imagine, all the soldiers are dying.
This isn't really happening.
Well, that was unfair. Not much to say about that, apparently. Well, that revolver ammo would have been handier, you know, earlier, but we were fighting 10,000 bone thieves. Yeah. Things are growing a bit tits up here. There's some rifle ammo. Well, a rifle would be good. That sounds ominous. The desk is kept meticulously clean. Peter is surprised that it's not more chaotic for a frontline hospital. After all, isn't this where the death certificates are written? So I'm going to see a bit of battle here. Let's get that back in shape. Anyway, what I'm going to do is pop a quick save. Well, the only thing I would be worrying, Louise, would be, you know, being my age and Leisure World probably being full of kids and being mistaken for a paedophile in 1989 and then being beaten to death. I wouldn't want that to happen. Let me see, the workings of pipe organ have remained mostly in the same installation, or same since installation. Originally the bellows were driven manually, now they are steam powered and the organ controls electrically. Sorry, this might be the oldest restored pipe organ in the world. Or at least one of them, obviously, as he said there. Forgive my misreading, but I'm also getting quite tired too. Anyway, all that rifle ammo would be great if we had a rifle, for instance, which we don't. What we can do is go what a scope and try to like flash enemies. Want to avoid the V-bollockses if we can. casks of full maturing wine line the cellar amidst the wraiths of cold air. When the war is over, if it ever is, the wine will be of a good vintage. A soldier's body lies on the floor. Far from the front line, this poor man met his end. His fate is far removed from his brother in arms, a victim of the cathedral, rather than by bullet or bayonet. And sadly, he ain't got nothing. I'm sure one of these is empty. Maybe not. Maybe not this time round. Some more rifle ammo here. Perched on the wall beside the generator is an open-faced fuse box. A fuse appears to be missing, and there is no sign of where it could be. This device appears to be a steam-powered generator and sits idly, waiting for steam to be supplied to it. There is a lever, presumably to switch the generator on and off. Should Peter pull the lever? I should. There's a grating of metal on metal, but nothing else. There is no steam coming to the generator. Metal on metal. Okay, did not mean to go through that again. Metal on metal is... BP1. Old rusty but faithful for many years, a cold burning boiler provides heat and steam to the cathedral complex. There's currently no pressure being diverted to the generator. Should Peter turn the wheel? Aye, sure, why not? The door is unlocked but it won't open. It's as if there is a large object on the other side blocking its movement. The problem here is I can't see fucking shit. I'm sure you're thinking seeing shit would be very exciting anyway, but I think I just had to turn that there so that I can then use this pump. I think that's the case anyway. Let me do it again. Pull the lever. This time it should do something. Oh, this is sign of the fuse. I didn't mean to use my flash. Whoops. I gotta reload our camera. It's good for stunning enemies, you see, so that's why he has it. But if we used our lucky penny, like, you know, in the Rocketeer, using the chewing gum to repair the rocket pack, in a rush of inventiveness, Peter jams the lucky penny in place of the fuse. Amazingly, it works. The fuse has been replaced. And let's flick that generator. Thankfully, we can see again. And I got through there before I got worked away. Thank fuck. Aye. Seems to be a hole in the wall. It's large enough for a small dog to pass through. Well, rather than worrying about a small dog, why don't we instead summon a trapper? He's a little trapper of our very own. There he goes, and hey, look at this. Body of a soldier, patient from the hospital, lies slumped against the door. Trying to hide from the horror, he had barricaded himself inside the room before succumbing to his wounds. Now what we can do is teleport him away. Unfortunately kills our trapped body. But it does allow us to go through this door, and hey! That's another magic circle. The circle of power sits atop a stack of crates in the middle of the room. We got ourselves a circle of power. This room is used to store coal for use in the steam boiler that powers the cathedral's generator. Small panels are all that's left amongst, with the almost endless war, a resupply is a long way off, sorry. But, yeah, we only came in here for that, but there's still no rifle for us. Well, we can now cast even more powerful spells, so, you know. That includes recovery. That's a very powerful spell. Spell? Pretend I can speak. Shield, I was trying to say. And you want to do the same for sanity, mega sanity recovery. But wait, we also want to be able to do mega enchantment. So that was item. Absorb item, wasn't it? Or was it project item? I think it was absorb, wasn't it? No, that's a bit bum, apparently. Item. Project item, it must have been. Oh, we got mega powerful item enchantment, so let's go for recovery. Finally, we'll go for a mega item enchantment. It's just good to have these nearby, you know. We're also heavily shielded, so there is that. I can't recall if there is anything that we can do here now, but I don't think so. Hoping there might be a rifle there, but no such luck. Was there anything I overlooked in these dark rooms? Like the Mary Celeste, the desk hasn't been touched in some time. As though the user suddenly turned away and never returned. A half-written letter speaks the silent, unfinished activity. Maybe you got bored writing it. You ever think about that? No, you only think about yourself. Anyway, up here is a complete shitstorm waiting to happen, so I'm gonna pop a quick save. Ah, there was a rifle right there, but something's blown right through the fucking window. Hey, no, I want the. Can I pick up that rifle? You know the rifle there, Peter. The fucking rifle. A rifle lies in the altar, probably discarded by a fleeing guard. We want that rifle. Oh yes, we do. That's gonna keep us alive a lot longer. Hopefully. Hey you. Shit. It doesn't help that Peter's totally shit aim. And very slow to reload apparently as well. Oh, fuck this. Ah, fuck this. Absolutely ripped to death by these assholes. And our squinty balls Peter here is not helping. You know what'd be really good would be some sort of manual, like, defense. Ah, she's about to get bone thieved. Get fucked. Ow. You get off, you bastard. Target the right enemy, Peter, for fuck's sake. The audio aim's a bit janky in this. Oh, for fuck's sake, aim for the rat, why don't you, absolute ballsack. Jesus Christ. Can you attack her? No, you'd rather attack me, of course. Fucking why not? Could you reload, you absolute cretin of shit rag? Nope. Target the fucking crazy horror. Nope, just don't. Sure, why not? Jesus fucking Christ, I'm glad you're dead. Complete lack of any manual defense here is absolutely wrecking me. And that's me dead for sure. Mainly because Peter's the worst fucking aim on earth. Jesus Christ, Peter, you're shit. And we got zombies in here as well. Well, we got all this to look forward to next time. Peter is dead. And I did say I would stop playing anyway. So that's good enough for me. I like that skull with the derpy eyes on the altar. But yes, anyway. Nintendo. Silicon Knights. Dolby Surround Pro Logic. I guess enchanting my guns is the next thing to do when I'm dealing with this shit again. But I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of, you know, sword or some shit that I can get. It might help out Peter here because... otherwise we are absolutely buggered. Another collection of coloured lines decorate the wall. Below the design steps appear to lead up to the wall, going nowhere. So I think it's reveal invisible that time, but I can't remember what that even is. Is it the spell magic? I think it's reveal invisible in this case. Narakath and Redgamore. No, just cast it, you fucking dingus. After the magic has taken hold, the heavy oak doors reveal scratches and dents infest the wood, telling a long dark story. It is missing its handle. There seems to be no way to open it. Well, shit. So much for that clever idea. Bone thieves. Get off her, you filthy cretin. You be dick. Oh, it's two. Honestly, without some sort of manual defense, these guys are just the fucking worst. Get the fuck off me, you fucking fuck! The fact you have to reload after every shot, shit. The fact that she's just been mouth raped by one of those things also ain't good. Ah, this is sword. Well, it's not be useful to remember when we return to the game, but in the meantime, the room's fallen into disuse. Shelves once full of books and scrolls are now rife with dust, bearing nothing but trash and debris. But the sword is, of course, going to be significantly more useful. It's weird how melee weapons end up being more useful in this game, but they just plain are, you know? So you just go, hey, get lost, you. You too. Better sanity, obviously. Not doing so well. When nurses explode in front of him. To be fair, I think we can cut him a eyeball for that one. Nothing on that there altar. The altar stands wreathed in a cold mist as Peter nears the stone. A sense of deep woe gnaws at his heart. The cathedral is undoubtedly evil, and not the holy place he thought it to be. Well, they didn't say it was a cathedral to good. It could have been a cathedral to good, you know? Well, people need cathedrals too. Right, big bollocks. Time to die. Ammo back here. A torch. Boxes of medical supplies waiting use and treatment, covered with bloody fingerprints. It's hard to tell whether they're actually used to save lives or just to relieve the suffering. This room has been converted into a rudimentary morgue. Blood-stained sheets cover the unfortunate souls who pass beyond. But yeah, I don't think our torch reveals much else. I can't recall where we actually get the handle that we need. I don't think it was upstairs. Got our sword. I could swear that has to be pushed, but apparently not. Anyway, I did say I was going to finish up, didn't I? Maybe I'll chop up some assholes before I do that. Let's get our bloody revenge on these bloody assholes. Yeah, fuck you. You too. Oh no, the wee dickhead's got all this stuff. You get lost, dick rash. And you. Still smashing these bastards up, Thompsons. Piece of old paper sits in the pipe organ, callously misplaced and forgotten. Helping the sheet music. Incredibly old but well-preserved pipe organ. The workmanship is exquisite, borders on grotesque. Tiny demonic figures hide within the swirling facade designs, almost invisible to the eye. Should Peter play the organ? Aye. No worries, Louise, I will be done in a second. But yeah, next time we'll be taking Peter. Tabernacle's almost empty. Empty of all the things that should be there, such as holy water or other ritualistic items. There's only a door handle lying on the shelf. Should Peter pick up the door handle? Aye. Sure, we can always use a door handle. And in fact, as we now know, we in fact need a door handle to be able to carry on with our adventure. Because there's nothing left upstairs for us. And instead, Peter will be carrying on in this direction next time. Of course, he could have just chopped the door down, but you know, apparently that would have been crazy. But yes, next time we'll be going through the door and for further adventures. Oh, we can't actually save yet. Maybe we can save it here now. Revolver ammo. Or revolver ammo. I guess we can enchant our revolver and it might be a little more useful at this stage. Rifle ammo. And yeah. That's going to lead us further down into this cathedral, but we will see what darkness awaits us next time. Hopefully not eternal darkness. But yeah, I know you already said GG Andre, so you'll not be too devastated at me moving on from here. head back down here. And eventually, presumably, we're going to have to deal with that hideous creature that crushed Paul. Yeah, even these horrors can go inside monsters, and we're at risk of getting stun locked there. Yeah, I gotta go get milk. Otherwise, I ain't gonna be having no tea or cereal, and that would be a fucking crime. I'll let you know when I'm gonna be streaming again, but hopefully you've enjoyed the little catch-up. We got through 2 chapters, and a significant portion of this here one. You'll be glad to hear. But who knows what terror, so it... Blah, blah, blah. Let's get killed. I was really hoping one of those bone thieves would have like burrowed inside my skull, but it wasn't to be apparently. Instead, big giant Their health draining beam was quite but it's gonna be perfect for catching this crazy. See you next time. Cheers for watching.